Is it good? So today we're gonna look at how to do a presumptive blood test using two methods. One is gonna be if the sample of blood is wet. The other if the sample of blood is dry, as if found at the crime scene on this shirt. So presumptive blood test means that it doesn't tell us what type of blood it is, but it'll tell us if the stain is blood based on the hemoglobin in the blood, or if it's not blood, say it's ketchup, barbecue sauce, something else, red paint. So if you come in a little closer, so I have two samples here. These are samples of something that's not blood. This is blood. And so the first test we're going to do, and I'm going to have you do in the lab, is a Kastle-Meyer predictive blood test, and that's using what's known as a Kastle-Meyer reagent. So I want you to notice the difference when I put the Kastle-Meyer reagent in the chicken blood. You can see a bluish green color. When I put it on the blood that is not real, you can see a difference. So this greenish hue is our tell, and we can see on this forensic swab that it also turned that greenish blue hue, that this is real blood. We can see that this remains colorless, that it maintains its color. This tells us that this is not blood, right? So blood, not blood. So then the second method that we're going to talk about is how do we swab a blood stain, right? It's not often at a crime scene we see fresh blood that's wet still. Often you'll find dried blood on clothing or on carpet or whatnot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another forensic swab, and we're going to this time wet it with distilled water. We want to make sure it's distilled water so there's no impurities. And we're going to go to the stain, and we're just going to rub the swab on the stain. And this is not destroying the stain, which is important. If further forensics analysis needs to be done, we can now send this to the lab. If we put the Kastle-Meyer reagent directly on this stain, it would destroy the stain and it would no longer be useful. So we want to make sure we have enough sample left for other analysis. Once we've got some of our sample here, we can now apply our predictive test, a few drops of Kastle-Meyer. And what do you think? Real or fake? I don't see the bluish green hue that I see here. It looks more like this. This is in fact not blood. We don't know what it is, but we know it's not human blood. And so that's what we mean when we say presumptive. We can presume now that this is not blood. Okay? So that's it. The last thing that we'll do in lab is I'll bring it over to you, is these wells will have been, one of these 12 wells will have had real blood in it. I'm going to wipe the blood clean as much as a criminal would do after a crime scene. You're going to use blue star tablets, which is luminol as seen in the TV shows, to determine which of these 12 wells have had blood in it in the past. And it's just a simple matter of spraying. I'll turn the lights down, and you'll see the nice blue glow, that kind of bluish glow that you see when you watch, say, CSI or any of those forensic shows, and we'll actually get to tell which of these wells had blood in it. That's it. This is what we'll be doing today and tomorrow, so I hope that you have a bloody good time.